In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
She's a slut.
What?
I said she's a slut.
What slut? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law.
Would you like to inform us of those rules, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, but I guess I will anyway. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so, even though I like to hide evidence sometimes. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Whoop!
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah,
Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is still looking pretty sullen.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding. It appears this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. Well, it seems you have yet another claim against you, witness. Wait, against you? Okay.
Aiming to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Victim should answer the court record. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Jeez, this is pretty long.
oh yeah, this is just the first.
This is the first half of the trial. I should have mentioned 5 minutes. Actually, let's look at that. Wait, look at the shoe. Check. Let's look at that shoe-ass shoe.
Oh.
Ah, there's blood here too.
On the sole of the shoe? That's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped on a puddle of his own blood. Oh, this is
All this
the
blood?
victim's shoe.
Oh.
It's horrible.
This blood might be an important clue. Actually,
I thought you said it was one scratch.
no, this is the victim's shoe. Because we're gonna wipe.
This blood, it's my sister's, right?
It appears so.
How do they know by
They did blood tests. Remember she had blood tests? She had 3 boyfriends in forensics.
Yeah, but I mean, how do they know that particular spot of blood is her sister's?
Atlanta's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Poor sis.
Okay, I think I see what he's getting at. If she stabbed him, why is his blood on the bottom of his foot?
Oh yeah.
Because he's in the trunk of a car. There's no way for him to step on his own blood.
Huh. Yeah. Okay.
And why would we know why her blood's there, because she actually got stabbed. She actually stabbed herself. She's pretty bad at murdering people.
Yeah.
But the blood on the bottom doesn't make any sense. Okay. Victim's shoe. 2 types of blood were found in the shoe. One, of course, the victim. The other was the offender misunderstanding. This shoe proves it's flawless and decisive evidence. You find the Let's press stuff. And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime?
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
Useful.
So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
Ooh, Edgeworth.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. So this fashionable basket I have here, it carries more than lunch boxes, gentlemen.
Gentlemen?
Shoes.
I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag. Really. That's a weird line. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of a crime. Now tell us what you did next. Okay, 2 types of blood. Good. So you brought it to the forensics depth?
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need to approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by the forensic experts.
But she got away with a little poop because she used to be a detective. This shoe doesn't appear to have bloodstains on it.
Makes sense. After all, a man was stabbed here.
And that blood belongs to the victim's den of Goodman?
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
And the other blood? Okay. You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the victim with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, Ricky.
Huh?
Well, speak up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and Abe. And Abe.
I think
for
you
him.
should have said objection. What is me knowing about...
However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was performed in cold blood, because blood is warm. We're warm-blooded creatures. That's just a figure of speech, was it right?
Actually, if you combine all the various blood tests, there are millions of types. It's practically impossible to narrow a blood sample down to one person. Or so I hear.
Scientifically.
Millions of types?
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they say it was very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
So this is blood was found in the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid she was gonna say that. Okay, now let's try this. I think I know what we have to do. Let me try this. I can't let this evidence go through without a bigot.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
Peppered fish guts? How'd you know that was my favorite?
Well, apparently you ordered it.
That sounds like really delicious, doesn't it?
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright.
I know you do, Miss Millions of Boyfriends.
Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole batch of soup.
Ooh.
Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
I don't think it looks good with my outfit. That's the problem I have with it. A problem? This is critical. What's wrong with that victim shoe? There's a problem. If I'm not imagining things, which I usually am, I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us a problem with this evidence.
Okay.
Oh, now we have to show the fact that the blood's on the bottom?
Yeah, okay.
Take that!
I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my
Is that
shoe.
a threat? Says the judge.
What's with their hand like that? It's like she's about to hold a lunchbox, but she's not.
Yeah,
She's like, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of this shoe.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe?
I don't know. What's contradictory about blood at the bottom of the shoe? Autopsy report, check. A single stab wound.
Where was the person when he was stabbed? Was he in the trunk?
Yeah.
Was he in the trunk when he was stabbed?
I think so. Parking lot doesn't really show anything.
Yeah, like we don't know that.
Crime photo. Oh, there's no bloodstains on the floor.
Ah.
Is that? I think that's what we're supposed to be getting at. Hold on. Take that! The problem lies in the footprint.
Then, the footprint?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why aren't there any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there is no trace of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor. There could have been bloody footprints.
Objection! If there was bloody footprints, they would have been found. We checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order! Order! Order!
Caviar.
Well, goodness.
What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that there was a lack of footprint in the is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh! That's true! There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint!
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
I'm thinking!
Why are you thinking me naked?
Got nothing. Hey, I don't know why it was not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions!
What?
Hold it. Oh, they didn't have Edward saying hold it at this point, I guess.
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end.
That's a fancy word, Edgeworth.
But she slips. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
Well, what are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question.
That's how serious you look. You're like, I know you're looking close to the screen, but it's like, you look all serious.
This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
More biased.
There's a hummingbird.
Yes. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
I see a hummingbird.
I don't see one.
It flew away.
Oh, I see it. Wait, go on.
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Why would
Maybe because they're showing water. Water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
Aha! You don't mean...
Yeah, sure, he's just pretending. Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
Warg! That ties things up quite nicely.
Yeah.
Well, there's still blood there, despite that,
The
because
bloodstain left on the victim's
it would be
shoe.
invisible.
Yeah.
And you do need forensics to see that.
Tied would quite clear. Wait, quite clear as murder. Then, after the deed was done, she kicked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
More bias. That reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't you say she was cut herself while she stabbed him? Yes, good.
So my sister's blood was on his shoe? That's when it happened. I read your mind again.
Well, I see no reason for prolonging this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
Throw over your potions. What can I do?
Don't worry, someone.
Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it.
But...
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well!
But Angel Star is on the prosecutor's side. She could have been lying about the water.
Well, not really.
This court finds the fit is not the sky.
Did we lose? No.
Hold it.
Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side?
I knew so.
Well,
Someone would say
yeah,
that.
you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second
Can
helping.
you just shut up, lady?
Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Also yellow and brown rice. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else! Objection!
You've reached your verdict, Your Honor. Any further comments will be held in contempt of court.
Why are you saying that? You're the prosecutor.
Wait, you Von Karma now? Contempt of court, contempt of court, contempt of court.
Well, he's waiting for the verdict of guilty, but for some reason, she's prolonging it.
Your threats don't scare the Kappa Queen.
Just to save the baby.
Look at this.
Whoa. A photograph?
I had this just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that a white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
There's no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, look at the asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt in the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. That's why I was part of it. Clearly. And it seems that this is what you still want anyway. Bitch.
Unless this is what she wanted.
I'm sorry, Mia.
Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
A wet towel? I'm having visions again. That's so Raven, Phoenix.
Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end.
Well, this is the bitter end.
Yeah.
At least, seemingly.
This is the last piece of evidence. Very well! It's I like to declare the verdict for good this time. Objection! It never ends. This game never ends! Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down verdicts in peace anymore? I like that like rage moment. What is it with you people?
All these people who don't want to go to prison.
I know, right? I just want to freaking throw some people in jail, but no! People keep saying, no, I got evidence! Shut up! Freaking, Days of Our Lives is on, it's like 5 minutes! If I don't get, now, I'm gonna miss the opening! God damn it! I guess I'll DVR it later. I'll watch Dragnet when I get home. Whatever it is, can it wait? Can't your important evidence wait until after I find her guilty? No, it can't. Then it would be too late. Look at this photograph. I hate my life. This trial isn't over until we give every piece of evidence its proper consideration.
So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I gotta go ahead with this. I suppose if you've come this far, I shouldn't claim a fair shake.
Just making sure.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem with this photograph. Of course, they give us a really small one to look at. Wait, what's that?
Like
Is there something in the muffler of that car?
Muffler. Maybe that's where his scarf is.
Because isn't the exhaust pipe another name for it, the muffler?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when she was yelling muffler, she's not yelling about her scarf, she's yelling about the muffler of that car. So is that what we're supposed to examine?
Is that a problem though, or is that just a clue?
Let's just...
Well, it actually could be a clue. Could be
there's
blood.
no exclamation points or whatever. The problem in this photograph is here. What's this?
What's this?
There's something poking out
There's
of
something
that car.
poking out of this car's muffler.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edge.
Your Honor.
You said muffler.
Duh.
That's not the word of the day. Ah!
Muffler.
However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. May I explain how stupid you are now, Your Honor?
A muffler is also a part on a car or a motorcycle, Your Honor.
How come my trike doesn't have one?
Just think of it as part of your trike's exhaust system. A pipe.
I see, and I see, and I don't see. What's a suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does it have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Objection! Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you already told us why it's important to this case. You said as much in your testimony!
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has in his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and the muffler is related to the case.
She's not wearing her scarf in that picture.
But we don't know what's in it, though.
Yeah.
Because it could be it could be her muffler, but we don't know if the muffler is in the muffler.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on. Okay, victim's shoe.
But then again, she does have a bag afterwards.
Okay, attorney's badge. Kind photo. Parking lot floor plan. Wait, that?
Yeah, okay.
Would that be that?
I guess so.
Yeah, let's try it. Take that. Miss Starr, recall your testimony to the court.
Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony.
Testimony.
Muffler? Ugh. Ah.
Could it be that the muffler you had mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means that this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Ah.
Okay. Well, it seems that we'll have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. We leave any question unanswered here. Well, that's a disservice to the law. I have a car. At the scene of the crash right there I wanted. Bring me that cloth! Dead or alive! I wonder how Edward got here. His car is evidence. His car's a crime
Yeah.
scene. How did he get here? He's just on the bus. Common
And stop.
people.
Yeah, with this.
Everyone is like hobos and like regular people. There's him in his fancy outfit. These common people. And the modes of public transport.
He probably took a taxi.
Why is there no tea
limo.
being served in this?
Take a limo.
Oh yeah, the verdict will wait after we bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
The verdict will wait until after we see all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so.
Woo! That was close. But we made it, at least for now.
Hey, Mr. Wright didn't say yes.
The court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all! You've been eating the whole courtroom. He's still hungry? To be continued. So I guess we're We've been going for 2 hours. Doody doody do. Okay, I guess we're gonna go with the second half of this court case later. So until
Oh, it's already 4:30.
yeah,
That's late.
4:20.
He probably won't even be able to.
It's 4:20 right now, dude. You know what that means?
Time to swim.
And combo. Until next time, Ep.115.
Boogala boogala.